Something's not adding up. You are a healthy, high self-esteem, peace of mind, spiritually grounded black woman, but you're attracted to a domestically abusive, insecure, emotionally paranoid Negro. It's not making sense. There's a codependency somewhere. Can't see it from the outside. But for you to be in a relationship with someone, there's no way you can vibrate on this level and be with somebody vibrating down here. And you know some of the best candidates for dependency relationships? People who cannot be alone. Lord have mercy. People who are allergic to solitude. People who cannot adapt to aloneness. You have a dependent personality disorder. Dependent personality disorder. Dependent personality disorder. You need another person in order to feel whole. You need another person in order to feel happy. You need another person in order to be at peace. You need another person to distract you from your unhappiness. People who gotta have people. We are all social animals, but when you are overly dependent, you have an excessive need for another person in your life. You can't go to bed by yourself, and it has nothing to do with sex. You just don't feel good in the bed by yourself. Why? You got issues you are running from. You are not at peace with the self. To not be at peace with the self is hell. Hell is not a place. Hell is a state of consciousness. Hell is not a place. Hell is a state of consciousness. Let me ask you a few questions. See if you are dependent personality disorder. Do you feel insecure without somebody else being in your life? Are you not fully comfortable sleeping alone? Do you feel like something's wrong with you if you're not in a relationship? How do your relationships end? Do you come to a mature, responsible, non-emotional determination that you and I are no longer best for each other? I've enjoyed the time we had together. I will always, always value this time, but we have outgrown each other. I've outgrown you. You've outgrown me. Your values have changed. My values have changed. The things that brought us to one another are no longer there. Give me a hug. Give me a kiss. I want the best for you, but we have to move on. When your relationships end, is it always based on emotions, victimization, and pain? Do your relationships always end with somebody having done something wrong to somebody else? There has to be a fight. There has to be drama. Police got to be called. Somebody got to get cut. Somebody got to go on social media and expose somebody. Is that the pattern of your relationships? Because people with dependent personality disorder, that's how they end their relationships. People with dependent personality disorder, that's how they end their relationships. People with dependent personality disorder, that's how they end their relationships. Because they feel like their life is imploding when a relationship is over. They don't think they can make it without the other person. So when the relationship ends, they got to shoot you, they got to kill you, they got to stab you, they got to beat your car up. Why? Because they don't think they're going to survive another week without you in their life. Why were you dating a spiritual vampire? Why were you dating a spiritual vampire? In your relationships, are you afraid to let people go when they say they want to go? Or do you beg them to stay around? Do you let people go when they're ready to go? Or do you beg them to stay with you? That's dependent personality disorder. And most people with dependent personality disorder have low self-esteem. And low self-esteem is a low vibrational energy. If you have low self-esteem, you have to fix it. You have to raise it. I'm going to do some lessons on that too here at www.drumar.tv. There will be seminars on raising your self-esteem right here at drumar.tv. But if you got low self-esteem, you will be a horrible partner. If you have low self-esteem, you will be a horrible partner. You will be a stalker. You will be addictive. You will suffocate them. You're not even going to entertain the possibility of the relationship ending. You have to destroy their reputation, destroy their career. You can't walk away peacefully because you are damaged. And hurt people hurt people. You can't walk away peacefully because you are damaged. Hurt people hurt people. You can't walk away peacefully because you are damaged. Hurt people hurt people. Another question to help you decide if you are a dependent personality disordered African. Do you choose your partners or do they tend to choose you? Do you choose your partners or do they tend to choose you? In other words, are you assertive in meeting people or are you passive? Do you choose what you want or do people choose you? Because if you are someone who gets selected, you don't do the selecting, you're the passive party in the relationship, you probably have dependent personality disorder. Because people with dependent personality disorder, they have low self-esteem. They don't expect anybody to want them. They don't expect anybody to meet them. And when they're lucky enough by their standards, to get into a relationship, they dig in 10 toes down. For a dependent personality disordered person, every relationship is their last relationship. For a dependent personality disordered person, every relationship is their last relationship. That's why they can't let go. When it's over, they can't let go because they are miserable without someone else to distract them from themselves. Another question. Were your parents in a codependent relationship? So one person could be dependent in the relationship, or it could be a codependency. Both of them have issues that they need to be distracted from. He's a drug addict and he needs you to tell him it's okay. You have low self-esteem and you need a man to raise you like a little girl and he needs to tell you it's okay. That's what codependency is. Two sick people distracting one another from spiritual and personal growth because they are not committed to being the best they can be. They want a relationship that is going to co-sign and validate their sickness. Codependency. She's on opioids, you're addicted to marijuana. Codependency. He needs to feel like he's in charge and you need somebody to take control of your life. Codependency. Did your mother need your father because she didn't have a father? Did your father need your mother because he didn't have a mother? Did your father need your mother so he could feel like he had power because he's always been taken advantage of in your life? Did your mother need your father to validate her as a woman? Was it healthy or was it codependent? And if they broke up on bad terms, it was probably codependent, because if one of them was emotionally balanced, they could have walked away. Emotionally damaged people are too self-centered and needy to love somebody. Emotionally damaged people are too self-centered and needy to love somebody. And if you're not a codependent yourself, why are you in a relationship with one? If you are not a codependent yourself, if you don't suffer from dependent personality disorder, why are you dating somebody who does? See, that's kind of strange. Birds of a feather normally flock together. You're a healthy, strong, high self-esteem black man, but you're dating an unhealthy, low self-esteem black woman. Something not adding up. Something's not adding up. You are a healthy, high self-esteem, peace of mind, spiritually grounded black woman, but you're attracted to a domestically abusive, insecure, emotionally paranoid Negro. It's not making sense. There's a codependency somewhere. I might can't see it from the outside. But for you to be in a relationship with someone, there's no way you can vibrate on this level and be with somebody vibrating down here. High self-esteem people, they vibrate up here. Low self-esteem, they vibrate independently, emotionally independent people, they up here. Emotionally dependent people, they vibrating down here. How can y'all take up the same space and time? That relationship wouldn't have lasted 3 months. That relationship wouldn't have lasted 3 months. There's a codependency going on. Brothers and sisters, I hope you found these lessons and seminars helpful and valuable to you. Please tell a friend, tell a relative.